today I will be showing you how to use a baby Brezza, aka the baby Keurig. And if you're looking to buy one, or if you just bought one and you're having trouble setting it up with the manual, this will just give you a visual exactly how to do it. For those of you that just want to see how it works, you can fast forward to the end of this video, because I will be at the end. I will actually put a bottle under there and show you how it works, exactly how it looks and everything. So go ahead and do that. But I will be putting this together right now. We've already owned this for like 5-6 months. We're just, every month or so we'll take it completely apart and clean all the parts individually. And now I'm reassembling it. So let's get started. First thing you'll do, this is all the parts that come with it, by the way, and things you'll need: baby water and formula. And this is, you'll see in the box when you buy this, you'll have this little chart. Shows you the different settings depending on what formula you use. Will depend on exactly what setting you'll set it to. What I mean by settings is these on this wheel here, which will be like the first step. There'd be numbered 1 through 10. That number bases on what formula you're using. And in our case, we're using Enfamil infant formula. So you go to your chart, which you'll see Enfamil Premium Infant, which is what we're using. We're using just the basic infant. They discontinued the premium one. But this is the same thing. I already emailed the company for baby Brezza. They told me just use the same one, which is number 4. So we use setting 4. So you're going to take this piece here, you're going to cover it with this piece, which has these 2 little holes on it, here and here, which cover the number of what you need. So we need number 4, so we're going to put this right over number 4, also aligning it in the middle here, so it just goes over that. There it is. It won't snap in place or anything, and we can come right apart, but that's just how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. See, number 4 and number 4. Alright. Next, you will do is you will take the base, just this piece, make sure that the max and the min line are facing you, facing up. This is the piece that goes on top here. That's the first thing you're going to do. Buddy. You know, make sure this part goes in the back left corner of the Keurig machine. So it'll just sit on top. Boom. There you go. Once again, this won't snap into place. It's not supposed to be stuck. It can come right out. That's fine. Put it down. Now I'm going to drop this right on top of this, the white centerpiece. You just align these the 4 lines with the 4 that are in there. Easy. I don't have to really explain that, but it is. All right. That's in there. It doesn't matter which way it's facing at the time. You can turn it any which way. It just sits in there. Next, this piece. Now, see, this is just me doing a video, so I'm not going to get into exactly what the pieces are called and all that. But this is just a quick, easy video. Just find the piece that looks like this. I'm going to tilt this forward. You can see all the way in there now. This piece here goes on top, but before you do that, make sure that the part right here, this little dip, is going to go underneath that little tab sticking out right there. Make sure it goes underneath it. Put it in, and then at the same time, push down so it goes over that little centerpiece. And then just kind of hold it there for a second, push down the back. Make sure, try and lift it up. Make sure it doesn't lift over that little tab that's sticking out. Make sure this will be loose in the back. It's not, like I said, it's not going to snap in or anything again. But that means it's on. As long as it's not coming up in the front, only in the back, then you know it's in right. So set that back up. Next, this piece now just sits on top of that. Just put it right over the top. Sit it in there. You can turn it if you want. It doesn't snap in either. It can come right out, but once again, that's fine. That's how it is. So now we have basically that whole thing is set. This is the water tank. Next thing I'm gonna do, that goes here on the side. Obviously, this part goes in the front, right? easy. You just basically set that right on top. Make sure it's all the way down. Okay, I think that's all. Alright. That is all good. And because this water will heat up, one of the best things about this is that obviously it's easy to pour a bottle, make a bottle of formula, the powder and the water, but the best method of trying to heat it up, trying to find that best method is can be a pain sometimes. This, once plugged in, will give you the perfect temperature. You still want to check it after the bottle's done, you know, check it on your wrist real quick and everything. But I've never had a problem this whole time using it. I got it up to the max line. And while I'm continuing to do the rest of the video, I'm going to go ahead and plug this in for the moment so that that water can start heating up. Alright, machine is turned on. Oh, a few little drops came out, that's no big deal. As you can see, it's showing an orange light with and green mixed together. That means that right now the water is not ready to go, that it's warming up. It means it's either too hot or too cold. In this case, it's too cold. This is room temperature, but the water will warm up to a nice warm temperature that your baby will want. Now I'm going to go ahead and dump the formula in to the base. So I'm just going to take out that little scoop. You're just basically going to dump it in. Nothing pretty. There's a max line on this and a minimum line. Go ahead there. I'm going to pour the rest of this can in there. Like that. Since I have the scoop here now, I'm just going to go ahead and use that to kind of just spread it out. You don't want to push down though, that's the main thing. Is you don't want to push down and get it to where it can lead to clumps and stuff like that. You want to lightly just kind of spread it around. And we could go up to the max line. We will later on for this video, though. I'm just putting in the rest of this can. After that, I want to put the top on. It sets in, and then you're going to see here in the back, to close it properly, you're going to twist it until it kind of locks into this tab here. As you can see now, I can't lift it up or anything, so now it's locked into place. You can see the temp. Still on orange, not ready to go. Here's the top for the water container. Go ahead there. Okay, that's on. Doesn't snap either or anything, just kind of goes in like that. Alright, next. This is the kind of the, oh here, let me take this out. This was already in there. I just put it in a minute ago before I did the video. I don't know why. This is the funnel where the formula will come out of. This will come in two separate pieces. This part will go in facing up like this. So that little stem right there is going to be, just like that. Going nice and easy. And then just like this, you'll kind of just slide it in. Kind of feel for it. Kind of snaps in place like that. Go. Next we have this. This is what the bottle would sit on. This is optional really because we have different size bottles. So we're constantly having to flip this thing to a different spot, or we just take it out completely and just set the bottle on top of the countertop where we use the baby Brezza. For the video though, I will be putting it in, so if you're using a taller bottle, obviously you'll want it at the bottom. Got these 4 little grooves here, they'll go into these 4 holes. You push them in, then you want to push down. You won't hear a snappy noise or anything, but it's locked in there good. This is just a top for it. You can put that any way, it'll fit nice and snug. Doesn't snap either, but just kind of places in there. And it's good, it's in place. That is it. That's the full assembly. Up here you have the different ounces: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. To change that, you just press on the button right in front that says ounce. It'll take you to 4, 6, 8, 10. I have a bottle now. Last step to do. One little thing I forgot to mention at the beginning here. This should be green. I did say this should be green when it's ready to go. It should be like solid green. Our machine for the last few months now has been staying with an orange at the bottom and then green at the top. It is still ready to go. That's just ours is kind of, I don't know what happened to it. We got to call and probably get that fixed. If it's flashing green and yellow at the same time, that means it's still heating up. But ours is staying solid, which means it should just be an all green solid line. For whatever reason, the orange part is staying lit like that. We'll have to get that fixed. But it is ready to go. I will test it anyway to see. And I'm going to do 4 ounces. So right now it's set to 2. I press it once, the ounce button. Now it's up to 4. I'm going to set the bottle under there. For this video, I'll do it here. That's too small. Alright. So right there, perfect fit. 4 ounces. Press start. Alright, take it out. It's set to the 4 ounce line on the bottle, so that's good. Top on. Tight, pop. Still want to shake it up and oops, sorry. Shake it up. I'm gonna test it out. It's perfectly warm. It's good to go.